the freeway?
Nah, maybe I've raced maybe 2-3 times ever. Doesn't seem safe. One time I was in somebody else's car, like a customer's car that I was supposed to deliver the next day, and it was a Mustang GT, like completely fully loaded out, like even had the Shaker 1000 sound system, which I think I've probably seen 3 Mustangs with that ever. It was convertible, manual, and everything, and I raced some guy in a Charger, like right when the Charger hadn't been out long, but he had like the Charger RT that was souped up, burnt his ass.
I can't burn their Charger's ass, but I can bust every truck's ass on the road.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. We've had a fucking crazy fucking last month, and I thought I was about to have some time off, but I think it's just about to get worse. Like my next 2 weeks is going to be my busiest yet. Like literally every day we're filming something. I've spent the last 2 days getting a explosive crossbow to work. That took a little tweaking to get it to explode big enough, but I finally got it to work. Those things are actually pretty fun once you get them working.
For people that says that your truck is fast, my truck does a 12.6.
A quarter mile?
In a quarter mile, yes.
That's fast.
What?
12.6.
I've actually got a brand new set of Astros here in the box. I could try those and see if this sounds any better.
Can we try that? I think it's
yeah.
You.
Let me unwrap these bad boys.
It has 445 horsepower, 551 pounds of torque.
How much torque?
551 pounds.
That's cool. Everyone's saying it's my mic. I don't know why the stream thinks they're able to diagnose this by watching the stream. Like, I'm not even talking, and it's crackle, crackle, crackle. And then I mute myself, and it's crackle, crackle, crackle. And they think it's my mic. I don't think it's my mic.
By the way, big thanks to Astro for sending me these things. Really appreciate it a lot.
Big thanks for Astro for sucking a dick.
It had nothing to do with him.
Did you switch it, Kyle, yet?
No. I just, they were literally in the box. I'm unwrapping.
I've already unplugged and replugged. I don't have a snowball. What is with you people?
Snowballs for bitches, guys. Just so you know.
That's people who don't do research.
I don't know, might be me. I'm on a shitty ass Triton headset.
Dude, those have the worst mics in the world. Oh, I wish I knew that. Do you have anything else?
No, I don't. But I'm not the one that's cracking.
I don't know. I've never met a Triton owner who didn't have mic issues.
But I've had the Triton for the last 12 shows.
They wear out, man.
It's the only thing that GameStop around here sells anymore.
Internet order that shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, just like those Astros that lasted like 2 weeks before I broke the shit and they won't send me the cord no more.
Dude, when you throw them against the wall, that's what happens, man.
I expect my headset to be able to take a couple wall pounds.
Look, I won't be getting a headset from y'all. I want a headset that is durable. Oh, yes, sir. They let long-lasting headset. I'll be throwing mine against the wall and shit. What about that? No.
Yeah, yours outlast fucking ghost shit in an annihilation map pack. I need to know this.
I kind of feel stupid right now. I'm having a hard time putting these together because I'm working on it.
I do have another mic, but it's that fucking one with the phantom power amp on it, and I never could get it to work.
Here we go. Here's the little thing.
Just as a test, can you mute yourself on Skype and see if that changes it?
Me or Wings?
Wings. All right, so I'm imagining Wings is already muted. I'm not hearing any crackling. Are you?
I'm hearing crackling. Coming out of you, motherfucker.
What the heck could that be? I could switch to my other mic easy enough.
I think you need to end the call and start it up again, honestly.
Let's try that. All right.
Hey there.
Wait, I just heard Freddy.
Yeah, my mic was going nuts.
And Woody's still sounding like a broke record.
This is audio issues Thursday or what?
I guess so. We don't. Look, I guess we always work through something every week, but this is extra.
See, this is what happens when the Annihilation Mac Pack comes out and the Ghost Bitches come out full force. Woody spikes his Astra, his head off the floor.
Oh, I tried running Ghost in a game. Oh my gosh, everyone fussed at me. You know what? You know why I did it? I was like, I'm having a hard time. But I thought back to a Thunder Toro video. And Thunder Toro, he has that real excitable commentating style, and he's like, oh yeah, you better believe I'm running Ghost Bitches. You think I got a flawless free for all legit? No way, I can't do it. And I'm like, man, if Thunder can run Ghost, then I can run Ghost, right? There has to be some sort of rule like that. And I was like, I'm gonna run Ghost. Didn't take long at all before I got a half decent game and I put it up. And man, subs were not forgiving of running a Ghost class in Team Deathmatch.
Ghost is stopping power in this game. The game just gets so much easier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what do we have here?
What do we have there? I don't know. It sounds.
I don't know.
silly.
These new they changed the Astros a little bit. These are better.
How much you end up paying for that Camaro, if you mind me asking?
Like 39 out the door.
That's pretty nice.
I thought so. But it's got, I think it's as much equipment as they put on one without actually ordering extra shit. It's got the RS package and I don't know. I don't think there's anything else you can put on there.
Do you think a big guy like me could drive it?
I don't know, man. I have a hard time getting in there. Well, not a hard time, but when I'm in there, I'm in there.
Yeah, I understand. It's a sports car. It's hard to get in and out because it's so low to the ground. But is there enough seat room between the seat and the steering wheel?
I didn't really adjust it that much. I don't know, honestly.
When you get a chance, slide it all the way back and tell me if there's a lot of leg room.
Yeah.
You could always just sit in the back seat.
That didn't work.
Oh god, that back seat is pointless. I don't even know why they put it in there.
Rip it out because it just adds weight.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. I'll tell you one thing though. I assumed that thing was gonna have variable trunk space, and it's pretty nice.
Like 2 bodies, 2.5 bodies.
2 bodies for real. And that's what I said to the guy. I was like, I could put 2 bodies in there. He kind of looked at me funny, and then yeah.
Then you redone it in the Russian accent. 2 American beaches right there.
I always want to ask the salesman to get in there. I want to be like, why don't you hop in there? I want to see how many bodies I can fit.
You look about the right size.
Yeah, you look about the same size as that guy I'm gonna be throwing in the trunk of my car later tonight. Hop in. Make sure this is gonna work.
You remember when they used to let you test drive the car on your own?
I used to do that all the time. 4 years ago, I was doing that.
A buddy of mine used to get new tires that way.
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
No, he wouldn't steal them off the car. He'd take the spare out the car and go to another car dealership and test drive the same car.
Oh man, that's.
And every time he just dumped the spare off.
Wait, so you had to do it 4 times?
Yeah, but he got a new set of tires out of it.
That's ridiculous.
That is insane. How's the crackling? Is it better? Is my voice
No,
okay?
it's not. No. Still kind of subpar. I'm not gonna lie.
I switched mics, and
I think we're having a internet speed issue, to be honest.
I have 50 down and 5 up.
I'm starting to hear some moaning come out of your mic as well.
Oh.
That's what it sounds like.
Is there some sweet chat room that I should be in?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Justin TV / Woody's Gamer Tag.
Oh, I love chat rooms. What was your guys' original chat tag? Your original username?
On very first internet.
Very first internet username.
Bulk
I was
shell.
Vanguard. What were you?
Kyle.
Shell.
I'm not nearly as creative as him. Mine was Kyle, and then the numbers that equal my birthday, so it was 5986.
You could always tell.
Oh.
You could always tell how old someone was. What about you, Woody?
I was Vanguard. I had this it means the forward front in an offensive army, and I pictured myself to be some sort of elite hacker, and that was how I got started. I was on these IRC whereas forums and hacking forums and stuff like that, and that was me. But Yeah, now I know much more, and I don't consider myself nearly as elite. I was just delusional.
I think I started off with Mr. Spiffy. That was me.
Mr. Spit.
Nice.
Also, I
Nice.
played Quake 2 as Buttman, and I didn't realize what that meant. The sort of alternate
Buttman?
versions of-
Shoot, that's almost. I kind of wish my second handle was my original.
Well, what was your second one?
Sexy vanilla freshness.
Oh my god. Dude,
Sexy vanilla freshness.
That should
Yes.
be your YouTube channel, man. What's up, guys? It's Sexy Vanilla Freshness. We about to get it on.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, when you do the intro, you gotta say that. You gotta say that. Sexy Vanilla Freshness. That is. It sounds like Will Smith from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like got even more gangsta and like threw down a username. That's pretty sick, man. That's awesome. I was gonna say, Freddie, I was watching your the Star Wars the Jedi A-hole video the other day.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking. I was like, man, I'd like to do wish they made lightsabers for real, and apparently they do. They make
What?
this
They make lightsabers
yeah,
for real?
pretty much. They make this thing that looks like a lightsaber, and it's Wings probably might know something about this. It's like it uses what is it, magnesium or something? It's a super hot.
I don't
burning-
know.
It looks
Just-
like a lightsaber, and it's a super hot burning thing. It's got a hose that runs to it, and it's like I said, it looks like a lightsaber. You can literally chop a tree down just like you're using a lightsaber, cut cars in half, the whole thing. Only issue is, just like a lightsaber, they tell me that if I fuck up, I will cut my arm off.
Well, why are you not getting it like right now?
Yeah, dude. That seems like. Just make me understand this. It's magnesium, and it works like a lightsaber.
It's.
But it's too
it was-
dangerous, so I'm not gonna get that. That's way too
Oh,
dangerous.
I'm so gonna do it, but it'll be in a video that'll like have like start out with like some ninja swords or something, maybe like a samurai sword and maybe a broadsword, and then all of a sudden, yeah, it's a lightsaber, and I'm just gonna cut a car in half.
You see Kyle two-handed that mug.
Oh, absolutely. I might get two of them, like one in each hand, and just start like spinning them around and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome.
let's not do that at all.
Absolutely, man.
Take
I'm gonna
your
use
leg
somebody.
off by accident.
I'm gonna put a watermelon in somebody's head, chop it off. It's gonna be great.
Explain to me how this lightsaber works again.
It was explained to me that they've got it's.
Is there a link? Do you have a link?
No, I didn't even do any more research into it. I was told about it. And
Oh my
Are you
God.
sure? I don't know. But also, there's
Yeah,
a laser
come on.
gun, and there's a Star Trek phaser. We can sell that to you as well.
Dude,
pretty
you
sure
can get all
there's-
this crap you want, but it only exists inside Freddie Wong videos.
I'm gonna start looking for
I'm
it.
pretty sure
I'll
there's
find it.
laser guns. Come on now, they're just not. They're not like handheld.
He's like, yeah, I got an A-wing in my garage that you can fly around in. Are you sure this is a legitimate dealer of goods?
Hang on a second. Look for the link.
I've seen the little kitty things that are like plastic, and they make like the power sound.
Oh, you know what? Okay, no. I saw it. Okay, now I'm looking at it. It's an industrial cutter, is what it is. It's not actually meant to be a sword.
Oh, of course not. No.
Oh, so you're gonna repurpose it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you
They're
could
all-
carry that.
I did a little Google foo here, and I found it here.
Somebody link me because my Google sucks.
Well, hold on.
All right,
Are
just
you-
1 second.
My ability to Google is very subpar.
Hold on. I'll link you. Hold on.
So we're gonna talk about this new bill to this Painkiller Already.
What now?
Yeah, I think we need to bring it up.
There's a bill meaning that well, if it passes, you're no longer able to post anything with copyright in a streaming form.
Or on YouTube, apparently.
Yeah, well, YouTube's a streaming forum because
Yeah,
every
they do
video put on every video you put on there, people watch it in a streaming form.
I think we should save that for the show. As a matter of fact, you guys want to start recording soon?
I'm down. We're gonna talk.
Oh, is
about
the link broken now? It doesn't
Yes.
work anymore?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this challenge that we seem to have gotten.
Oh, it must be because I put it in the stream.
Somebody
how about-
asked why they can't
Try-
see
I-
me or
I add you
Wings, and
here.
it's because we don't live with Woody. Like, do you expect us to like crawl out of Woody's closet over there? And Woody's in North.
They're all in the man cave. They live
Yeah.
behind the TV.
I mean, we all kind of live in the same general area of the country, but like we're not like next door neighbors or anything.
If I move, you can see the little wooden controller under my TV. Do you see that? It's kind of like the one in my intro. Badass, huh?
I'm still waiting on you to move because there's so much lag.
Alright.
See, there's an incredibly large amount of... Yeah, you just have moved. I was like, Christ, are you sending this podcast out of a black hole or something? What is this?
I'm gonna get it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's well, we'll see it in about 5 minutes. But yeah, that's a pretty cool controller. I got to see that when we were in Chicago 2 trips ago.
Alright. So in real life, I've already put it back. I guess I'll put it up in a minute or two. Got the Uncle with Benefits t-shirt on, huh? Nice.
Yeah, where can people go to buy those, Woody?
Woody's gamertag.viralprints.com. I'll put a link in the chat.
I think you should. And what do people get if you ever see them wearing one, Woody?
Blowy? I don't know. I didn't plan that part
Jesus
out.
Christ. I've always said if you ever show up and I see you wearing one of mine, I'll give you $100.
I was literally like, my mouse is hovering over like add to cart, but I'm just closing that window now.
You don't want it anymore? You're done with it?
Woody, I gotta say,
just the thought, really.
Woody, you're looking kind of fresh tonight. Did you throw on some makeup?
No. I'm a little red, I think, from the blowy comment, but
no. You've had this glow about you for the entire stream here. I think maybe you snuck in there and got something out of Jackie's purse and went to work.
Hey, Cody Campbell took a PKA picture for us this week.
Did she?
Yeah.
This is working out great.
Wait, is that porn star?
Yes.
Yeah. Every week she misses PKA, she sends another naked picture, like as an apology. It's freaking fantastic. So Cody Gamble, Freddy, is a porn star, and she's eventually going to be on Painkiller Already. We had scheduled her to be on, I'll say like 3 weeks ago, but something went wrong, and she wasn't able to make it. And like since then, she's been doing like tweeting herself naked every week.
So you gotta come at the porn star, the wild porn star. You gotta come at them in the way they are accustomed. You know, you gotta be like, hey, we'll send a pizza guy over to your place. Yeah, but it's instead of a boning, it's just a microphone and a laptop.
Wings, can you retweet that? I don't know where her thing is.
I sent it to you in the thing.
Oh shit! Wait, in the Skype call?
Yes.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, that's awesome. It says PKA too. She's in a bikini.
Yeah, we need to kidnap her.
We definitely need to get her on the show.
Boy, Kyle's kidnapping Woody's trying to get her on the show.
She clearly has talent. We need to get her. We need to get her on the show.
Yeah, I don't think that her talent is gonna. How do I put this? I think her talent would come in more handy if she were gagged and bound. But okay.
All right.
Somebody goes, she is so ugly. She's literally like a 9.
She is not. She's beautiful.
She's literally a 9. Like she's fucking hot.
Don't forget this is the internet where everybody's standards are ridiculous.
Yeah, I know, right? She's an internet 9.
It's like you're sitting around and you're just like, oh yeah, no, that's a 6.5. Whereas like if you see this person on the street, you'd fall over yourself.
Exactly.
Absolutely, dude. I'm on Reddit.com, and the entire freaking hive mind has decided that who's the original Transformers girl? Meg something?
Megan
Fox.
Yeah, Megan Fox. They've decided that she's not actually pretty. That she won't do. And it's like, really, dude. If Megan Fox was on your arm, you would be the biggest pimp around, and somehow she won't cut it for you. It's crazy.
I will say though.
What is that?
That's the I'm trying to ride my.
That sounds like a saw coming on and off.
It's a zip line that's right over my computer.
That's sick.
What?
Are there bikini clad like strippers coming down it?
It's so difficult to convince girls to go down it because there's no safety. You just have to hang on. They generally shy away from it.
I can't tell if I'm being played. Is there actually a zip line?
I'll take a picture right now.
And people are using the zip line around you?
Yeah. Listen, I can't speak for other people.
That's kind of funny. I was actually designing a zip line yesterday. That's that's what like in my spare time we sit around and we make things do stuff they're not supposed to do. So we got like a big spool of wire and we're like, yeah, that'd make a zip line. And my dad's like, no, the way we want to do it is like suspend you from it so it looks like you're flying instead of riding a zip line. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But can I fire the exploding crossbow as I come down? He's like, yeah, we're gonna need a metal target though. And that's how we spend our days.
Somebody just created the YouTube channel Sexy Vanilla Freshness.
Oh
That's
my
awesome.
God.
You're
You're gonna have to upload on that. I want some uploads on there.
We had to do some dancing on it, maybe.
Yes.
That would be ideal. Wings and I could put our dance contest over there. All right. Are you almost ready, Wings?
I'm always ready.
All right. Intro time.
Yeah.
Where is my call recorder? All right. You ready? Ready?
Yep.
All right. No 1, 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wings of Redemption. We're back with Painkiller Already 5009. And you don't want to test this. It's your boy Sexy Vanilla Freshness and Freddie Wong bringing the PKA time. What's up, player?
Yo, what up, dude?
What up?
Awesome. You don't want to test us at Sexy Vanilla Freshness? I love it. I love it.
I
That
love
was
that
epic.
Freddie jumped right in. Usually our guests are so freaked out by Wings' intro. There's just an awkward pause there where you're like,
It's good
what the
timing. I
fuck was
literally
that?
was getting a picture of my zip line and I sat down and then I hear, yo, what up, dude? So I'm like, what up, dude?
All right, I want to go back to the old school question with Freddy because I'm sure he doesn't catch every episode. Here's the deal, hypothetical question. In this hypothetical, you are married and you have switched bodies with your wife. Okay, that much is a given.
Okay.
Now the question is, do you have sex just to check it out
To check out myself.
from the other side?
Now, hold on. Who's inhabiting me? Is that my wife?
You and your wife has switched.
Okay, and I'm assuming that she's suddenly cool with this.
absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
See, now hold on. See, here's the thing. This is where we break it down a little bit. Now, how do I know that she's not going to go run off and do awesome dude things all day while I have to sit around and hang out in the kitchen?
No. So the hang out in the kitchen. The question is not whether you would like to switch body. That is a given. The question is whether now that you're switched, you're going to have sex with a guy as you're in your new girl body.
Well, I know, but here's the thing. So it's gonna be me, right? My body that I'm having sex with, correct?
As if you've never done that.
And now,
Go on.
And the consciousness that is inhabiting my body is that my wife.
Yes.
Now, let's say she doesn't want to do it. Now, is this then rape?
Oh.
You can't rape yourself.
Or
Yeah.
Trust me, I've tried.
Isn't that how who was the guy, the kung fu guy? What was his name?
Oh, come on, Freddie, you know this.
Oh yeah, the kung fu. Oh yeah. Let me just quick look in my book of Asian facts.
No, he was in a
Cross
TV
reference. Let's see,
show.
kung fu guy. That's in the back under K.
Like
Jet
David,
Li.
is
The TV show was
actually
called
he wasn't Asian,
Kung
so
Fu,
fair enough.
right?
David Carradine. There's a great
David
Eminem,
Carradine.
Like there's
Yes.
that Eminem quote. It's like David Carradine. They should all go fuck themselves and just die. Yeah, because
He's the guy that. So he was into autoerotic asphyxiation, which I guess is masturbating and choking yourself at the same time.
Yes.
And it's when we talked about self-rape, that's what I came up with.
that's pretty close.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, but to get back to the question at hand here, assuming consenting parties on all sides, heck yes, you would. What? Yes, of course. Why not?
Dude, almost everyone has answered yes. Joe Lozon said no.
What? Oh,
Who, by the way,
who would
won
say-
his last fight.
Because here's the thing. Here's a couple of things. One, first of all, before you do anything, you're checking out the physics of your new bod, right? You're running around.
Yeah,
Handstands.
just jump in the
What's this
mirror
all
and watch
about? Right.
yourself bounce. Uh-huh.
Just
Get the
you gotta
road
check
cone
the
out.
physics. Yeah. You also, first thing you do, you head out. Go out somewhere. Just see how much better everything is. See how much better Starbucks is, or see how nicer people are to you all of a sudden.
I want to
You
slap
take
somebody
that?
with one of my tits.
Well, you take an entire day, and it'd just be you trying to take advantage of the fact that you're a
Yeah.
girl now. Just be
Absolutely.
like, all right, let's see how much stuff I can get for free.
Just free bus rides, free stuff, free donuts, free whatever.
It's just a running tally. It'd be a contest. We'd all be in this. We'd all do this as well. We'd have a contest. But yeah, man, I got $4,000 worth of free stuff just by looking.
Hey, you know what? We didn't properly introduce the guest. This is something that Onslaught always gets on me for. I don't know if Freddie W needs any real introduction. But Freddie, what do you do? Who are you?
My name is Freddie Wong. I make YouTube videos like some of you guys, and also I used to play Guitar Hero professionally.
Oh, we know.
Wait.
I've seen.
That was my
Now, I've seen the videos of you playing Guitar Hero. I've seen you play, is it Guitar Bike Hero? And you're like, I actually did this in one take because I am genuinely good at this. But I didn't know that you were a professional Guitar Hero player.
Now, see, professional is kind of a loose term here, right? Because it just means getting paid to do it occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what it was. I mean, because to be totally honest, the pro gaming Guitar Hero circuit wasn't Halo, for example. It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't loaded with like hardcore players.
Yeah, it was. There was a pretty ragtag group of people who
It
decided
was like
to
you and
stay.
it was like you and Dave and Mike, and you showed up every week and jammed.
It was a very
Like 8
ragtag
people
group of
watched.
people who staked out rhythm gaming as their like central career game choice.
So some of the Painkiller Already regulars know Dan. He came on the show one time, and they actually put together a rock band, right? So one person would come over and play the drums all the time, another person was always the vocalist. They had 2 guys on guitar, whatever. It was like a rock band, but they had all the problems of a real life rock band, like the drummer and the guitarist got the drummer pregnant. Like that was one of the problems they ran into. Yeah. Well, they were married, but this is like that's what happened. The vocalist would show up drunk to practice all the time. Like this they had all like the real life rock problems in their little subdivision while the kids were sleeping.
That's fantastic, though.
Yeah, I've never really gotten into Guitar Hero, and the only reason why is because I can see how addictive it would become. It looks like one of those things where I'd just get sucked into it for literally a year. But does the skills that are required for Guitar Hero translate into anything else? Like, are you like a super fast typer or
That's a good question. I'm not sure if it translates. I'm sure other stuff helps it. Like everyone's like, oh, if you play guitar, does it make Guitar Hero easier? It's like not really, but playing piano makes it easier.
I was gonna ask.
The motion is more like piano, and I am pretty fast. Actually, no, I'm being modest. I'm fucking amazing at typing.
Do you know how many words per minute?
Like 140.
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
I
wow.
80. Oh my God!
Yeah, I'm pretty fast, and
I'm
now
sitting
I
at
don't feel
70
fast
and I'm
anymore.
feeling like a chump.
Yeah.
All right, I had my bro Mavis Beacon taught me well. All right.
Because
we
80
could get-
sounds like.
We got type
You know,
right now. We
Time
got
to do the
type
car. Time to do the car cop out. Well, I like my ride slow so the girls can see me.
Oh my God.
You think girls like to watch you type slowly?
Yes, they do.
the hunt and peck, just building anticipation as you.
It's like the slow seduction.
What is he gonna say next? What is this word gonna be?
with your long seductive fingernails, typing
Oh
like
my
letter by
God.
letter by letter. All right.
Typical Friday night, actually.
I love that quote from Wing so much about like seducing women with long fingernails that like I was doing that to a girl the other night and I said I'm gonna do this Wings of Redemption style and she freaked out. It's like that's the end. That's all right. No. She's like it doesn't feel good when after you say that.
Oh. See you purring like a diesel engine beforehand, right?
Oh my God. Oh, fucking fingernails. I want to know how long. I want to see you do some. I really want to see the video of you getting the pedicure with Alex. I think that'd be some pretty fun.
Oh, we have to. Yeah, I have to film that.
I'm
Wings, man.
I'm due for one too.
So people that don't know, I guess Wings of Redemption and this ties into the Film On thing, which people asked us to talk about. So is that when you're doing it out in L.A.?
I guess I didn't know I was doing it until about 10 minutes ago.
All right, so so here's how I think it ties together. Wings of Redemption, White Boy 7th Street, me, Only Use Me Blade, that's 4. X-Jaws, that's 5.
Freddie Wong.
Freddie Wong, oh my god, I forgot Freddie Wong. Or the 6... Go ahead.
No, I'm just. I'll let you finish.
Oh,
Go.
So we're the 6 players going out to this filmon.com challenge. Alki David, he's this billionaire in Beverly Hills, and he challenged us to come out to his place and play against each other, and they're going to live stream it. So, yeah, we're all headed out there. And then while we're there, I think Wings of Redemption and White Boy 7th Street are going to get a pedicure, and I have to film it. I've never had a pedicure. I didn't know that was something that guys did. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I want it. Here's how you need to do it, though. I want it like full on, like salon, like. I want them to have cucumber slices on their eyes. I want them to have like those cotton ball things between their nails, like letting them dry. And I want them to have towels wrapped around their heads.
No, you need the hot stones in between the toes.
Oh,
yes, the hot stones.
A cucumber based like paste slash like.
I tell you what I've wanted to do. I've always wanted to try the fishes out.
What?
What?
The fishes?
The fishes. They have like fishes that eat dead skin off your feet, and you put your feet into the bowl of fishes, and you
I've
let
seen
them do that.
Oh, what is the life expectancy on a Wings of Redemption footfish?
5 minutes.
Like, that,
So they're all dead
Wow.
at the end of it.
I've never heard of that before.
Can you see that? Like you slip in those like really heavily hard worked feet into this like I'm picturing like a 5-gallon bucket that once held plaster, filled with fish.
It's a very industrial. No. Hold on.
All of a sudden, there's like an oil slick on the top and a few fish floating to the surface.
He's not doing this. He's not doing this in a construction yard.
I mean, is this house construction and pedicure? What the hell is business is this?
It's like, it's like it's like there's maybe a little Kenny G playing on the.
There's like like that rainbow-colored oil slick on top of the water, and a couple fish come floating up sideways, gasping for air. You see the little gills struggle as they take their dying breaths.
Bloggers taking pictures of it.
Wings dipping his feet in there, yeah, with a bunch of cameras around, getting footage of the massacre, of the little guppy massacre or whatever it is that they use.
Whatever the guppy massacre is, I promise to fish the same thing as I promised my women. When you're around me, you'll never go cold or hungry, and these fish will do neither.
That's horrible. That's horrible. I want to change the subject immediately.
People are asking for a Dan update. So Dan actually narrowed it down to one girl. He was dating 4 or 5 girls a week and just decided that it was crazy, that he didn't actually like it. And he's dating one girl at a time now. He's actually fallen for someone. So he's like on one hand, that's awesome.
So he's switching off every week now, or how does that work?
You're right. You know, the guy's like, I'm a one-woman man now for like
This
5
week.
days. He's been a one-woman man. But yeah, he's actually slowed down and he's kind of settled on one. But having said that, there's another one, the stewardess with the fake boobs that he's having a hard time letting go.
I thought he didn't like the fake boobs.
He doesn't. That's actually he doesn't. He doesn't like them. But apparently, she used to be like a pro or semi-pro, like an ice skater, and so they went ice skating together. And you know, him being like this dorky non-skater, she was in front of him, and he's just looking at her rear like, man, I don't know if I can let this go. Like he's having a hard time saying goodbye to her rear.
Meanwhile, she had triple sow cows out into the middle and like applause from the gathered crowd. Like, what is?
Hey guys, when y'all get done, there's a link in the Skype chat for the comic strip somebody sent.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. And looking at this, I think I have to change my mind and say I want the top to be human now. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. Oh God. Definitely want the top half to be human. At least you can like.
Yeah, were you not top half human in the first place?
Nah, I don't think so.
What? How do you not go top half human?
I don't know. In my head, it made sense. It was like she can't.
How bored are you?
It was. I was seeing myself like, I can do whatever I want. She can't even complain. But now that I see this,
and just sort of like gulping. Gulp, 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 gulp.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going for anyway.
Lord.
Oh God.
Have you guys,
So one of the top.
have you,
Go ahead.
have you
No,
guys
I'm
seen
going
the?
up a different direction.
I was gonna say, have you guys mentioned the seen the bears or people mittens yet?
I have not seen those.
Oh
No.
my gosh.
Though you're gonna get to see a bear in one of my upcoming videos. You'll know what I'm talking about in a few weeks.
Hey, I killed my first animal yesterday.
Ever?
I'm sure that's a
Yeah.
lie because you probably killed millions and millions of bugs with your car.
Okay, that's not what I was going for. But yeah, so in my backyard, I don't know how my dogs caught a squirrel. We suspect the squirrel was already injured or something. And so yeah, the dog like picks up a squirrel and starts shaking it with his head all crazy. And now the squirrel's like totally effed up and in a state of shock. So we leave him in our backyard, and I'm hoping that he just kind of comes to and I don't know, scampers away or whatever.
Oh,
it
that
is
was
squirrels
crazy.
do.
Time to go back to my nut collection.
Exactly. Like, oh, all right, now that I've had a breath or two, I'm gonna, do my scampering climbing thing. And that's not what happened. What happened was 4 hours later, the squirrel was on the ground. I thought it might have been dead because there were like flies all over it, like it was poo or something. But when I went near it, it got up and moved about 4 inches, and that was as far as it could go. And that was like it. So like I said, there's flies all over it, kind of eating it alive, poking at its eyeballs and stuff. And
Yeah.
the thing is too injured. He's not going to recover. He's going to die a very slow death. So I'm thinking this is a good opportunity to shoot something. What's that?
That sounds horrible. That's not what you should be thinking. You should be thinking like, I'm gonna put this thing out of its misery. But you're like,
no, yeah, no, it's like,
now I
which
can kill.
9mm or 45 on this one? Finally.
Yeah, so now I was thinking I need to put this thing down before it suffers any longer. And
There you go.
so that's what I did. I stood back about 12 feet or so, and I aimed for pretty much in its ear, and I shot it. And it was a 9mm, and I didn't get the hole I expected. First of all, as soon as I shot it, the squirrel moved like 6 inches, so I knew it was a hit. And there really wasn't any blood or anything. I expected it to vaporize, but it didn't. And I had to look up closer, and there was a small hole right where I was aiming, thankfully. And at first, I thought it was his actual ear hole. And then upon closer inspection, I realized that was the bullet hole. And then the exit wound was, of course, a whole lot larger. So, yeah, he kind of moved for another 20 seconds or so, and then he was done. So that was the end of that.
I had a friend of mine who came upon a mouse trap, one of those sticky mouse traps, and is a girl, and she picked up the mouse trap, and the mouse was stuck in it. She's like, I'm gonna let this mouse go, let it free and all that. So she pulled on it to pull it off, and ripped off one of its legs.
Yep.
And so, of course, sitting there screaming with a mouse where she's now ripped off one of the legs, and of course, everybody else who's seeing this is now just mercilessly, making fun of her for it and everything. And it was a good times all around.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. I don't like the glue traps, and what I've done every time I've caught a mouse in a glue trap is literally shot it with a gun. Because
I've heard the
Yeah.
way you're supposed to, the most humane way to do it, and I've never done this, and I suggested this once to one of my friends who had a glue trap, and they were so disgusted with it that they hung up on me. But you put the trap and the animal in a plastic bag, and you turn on your car, and you put it over the tailpipe, and you basically gas it. And it's supposed
you
to
do
be
that, or
nice.
you just whack it with a big shoe. Either way.
Whatever.
Either one works.
Throw the shit in the trash and let the dump truck fucking come and crush it.
Oh God.
Oh, that can't be the most humane way.
All right, so now that we've officially pissed off PETA, you were mentioning the thing about Dan. It's kind of funny. My cousin is in a situation where he usually dates 3 to 5 women a week, something like that, and he's kind of tired of having to be sneaky about it. So we were driving to Tennessee, this 8-hour drive, and he decided that. Well, we kind of decided. I was joking when I suggested it, but what he wants to do is convince 3 to 5 women to all be his girlfriend exclusively, but all know about each other. So sort of like one of those situations where you're married to
Polyamory?
yeah. Well, no, I think that's... Isn't that with gods?
No.
That's polydia. That's
Yeah. Okay.
I'm thinking-
Yeah. Polygamy. We're talking about polygamy.
Polygamy is the one I was going for. Polyandry I need to look up.
Anyway,
A form of marriage in which a woman has 2 husbands. Oh.
Fair
that's
enough.
awkward.
Carry
That's
on.
Anyway,
so
he wants to
awkward.
have 3 to 5 girlfriends who all know about each other and all hang out with him at the same time. And he already got 3 of them to agree to this. And on top of it all, get this. That wasn't good enough for him. He's like, I want people to know that those are my bitches. He's like, I want them to get my name tattooed to their left breast. 2 of them have agreed.
That
This is like psychopath that you're talking
No,
about.
no, it sounds
This is
like you
Charles
got it.
Manson.
You sound
This is
like
Charles Manson.
Sounds like
Pretty
your
soon he's
buddy
like,
needs to quit riding with you and start getting that pimp game on par.
Dude, and he
He's
started
gonna be
calling
like-
himself he started calling himself Gator, like from the other guy's movie with Will Ferrell. Like he thinks he is Gator now. So he'll just be like, Gator don't play no shit. And I told him he's gonna be like, he needs to start a YouTube channel called Gator Don't Play No Shit, where he's like the #1 redneck pimp, and he's wearing like a big pimp hat, but it's camouflaged and has a turkey feather in it. But he's pretty serious.
we
about
need
the
more
whole thing.
pictures of this guy. I need more pictures of left boobs. I need to see this documented.
We need full slate of proof here. As Wikipedia would say, citation needed on this.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, it's bad though. Did you guys hear that Chris
Man.
Hansen got caught cheating on his wife?
Yes, I did. Oh, that's incredible, man. So some like I guess the National Enquirer set up a like a sting. So they caught him on film taking some woman who's like not his wife into a hotel room. He's been spending a lot of time in Florida, like filming something and effing something, and yeah. So he's been married for a long time. I think he has some older kids, and now he's busted on camera cheating on his wife. Which, like I guess we can all agree, Chris Hansen was did good for the world, right? He's taking pedophiles off the streets, but still, it's I don't know. Maybe it's the uncle with benefits in me that's like, aha, turnabout is fair play. Now you're on camera. So yeah.
Who's Chris Hansen?
Oh my god. He's the he's the guy who does To Catch a Predator on Dateline. Where, he's the guy who's like, have a seat right there. Yeah, have a seat right there.
Oh, I don't watch TV, so that's probably why I
Oh,
don't know.
but it's probably the best show on TV. It's some funny stuff. You get to see people's lives ending right in front of your eyes, pretty much, and like you get to see like maybe 5-10 people have that happen to them in episodes. So it's good stuff. Who doesn't want
Indeed.
their face and name on TV as a pedophile? That's
How
good.
did you not see that coming?
Which part?
Chris Hansen being staked out by people.
Oh yeah. If I were him, I've been watching my back too, because like you got a bullseye on your back, because it would just. It's so funny that he got caught on camera doing.
It'd be
something.
such a huge payday to get that. Tabloids would pay you thousands upon thousands of dollars for that story.
Yeah, that kind of sucks for him. Seems like a nice guy though.
If you're gonna make a living like chasing other people around and look, he did a good thing, right? Like I don't want to paint it as anything else, but you have to be clean yourself. If, for example, you're a Republican politician that makes a living out of bashing gay people, don't be gay. That's my advice to you. Otherwise, you're set up for a fall. And Chris Hansen, to a lesser extent, dude, don't be I don't know, sexually adventurous, because just stay with your own wife and you'll stay out of trouble.
Who was the politician a while back? I don't remember if he was Republican or Democrat. It doesn't matter. But he got caught like tapping his foot, like tapping another man's foot in the stall,
Vitter?
something like that. And his excuse, like I'll set this up. Like, so he's in the he's in the bathroom, I believe, of an airport or bus station, maybe. I don't remember the exact situation, but he's in a public bathroom, and there's a man in the stall next to him sitting on the toilet, and he's sitting on a toilet. And he's got his foot in the other man's stall, tapping his foot, which I suppose is code for "let's get it on." And the man whose foot he tapped was an undercover police officer, so they like got him and like was arrested for like soliciting for gay sex or whatever. And his excuse was, when I defecate, I have a wide stance.
Yep, I totally.
And I'm thinking, like, how wide are you getting, buddy? Like, if you're in other stalls.
Yeah,
He can only go in the middle one because he needs the left and the right.
the wall would get in the way.
Like, I mean, if this were some sort of giant man, that would make sense. But he's just a normal-sized dude. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, was it Vitter? Do we have the guy's name right?
Uh,
Larry Craig. It was Larry Craig.
yeah.
Vitter had had a different scandal of some sort. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, that sucks for those people. Kind of a similar situation with poor JX23, but I think we covered that last week, so we don't have to bash him 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Unless we want to.
No bad. JX23. Come on now.
Well, I mean,
But Wings wasn't here last week.
Yeah,
I would love to hear Wings defend JX23.
All right, let me just lay this out there in case you don't know all the facts, Wings. So he was sending nude photographs to a 15-year-old girl. She was 15 at the time. In the UK, 16 is the age of consent, so she was borderline. And he's 25 or 26. I'm 25, so I think he's a year older than I am. And,
but wait, there's one more thing. You can't send or receive nude photos until you're 18 in the UK.
That is correct. And the other thing is, and you're probably going to throw this out. I've heard other people say this. She did accept the file transfers. Now, I don't know. I didn't read the chat logs. I don't know if he was like, hey, look at my pet dog or something like that. I'm pretty sure he probably said, hey, look at my cock. And then sent a picture and she accepted it. So how do you feel about the situation, Wings?
I think what you just said right there is 100% what the case is. I mean, no matter what her age is, she actually knows reason. And she knew what she was accepting. She knew what she was getting into. The conversation on the logs that I read were pretty hot and heavy to begin with. And they were more than 1 day old. It wasn't like, like, what are you doing? I mean, there's just so many ways that the girl could get out of the conversation. But what she did, she used it to blackmail the guy. And she basically led him on. She's basically what you call a slut. You ever see those kind of girls that try to get you to have sex with and then throw a rape clause out to try to get some money? That's what this right here is. She used JX23 as a springboard to try to get more popularity and more traffic to her YouTube channel, of all things. I think it was a bad thing that happened to him. I think it's kind of stupid, but I also think it's kind of positive that us as a gaming community had our first sex scandal.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So, look, my thoughts, I somewhat overlap with Wings in that, like, there was this power imbalance, right? He has, 125,000 subs, something like that. He's been in the channel, been in the YouTube community for a long time. And I bet that she wouldn't have tolerated his behavior if he wasn't, like, a powerful YouTube commentator. But because he was, she kind of tolerated it. And when you look at the chats, she'd be like, hey, man, check out this website or something. He's like, screw that, let's webcam. When I saw the chats, I saw a girl constantly trying to change the topic. I saw a girl who really wasn't comfortable with this, but kind of tolerated more than she would have anyway because of this power imbalance.
Yeah, but
because of what he could have done for her.
But why?
And, oh, by the way, 10 seconds longer. By the way, like at 15, and she turned 16 during the, course of events. She, I don't even hold her completely responsible for all her own actions. She's just a little kid. He's 26 years old. 26. Like, that's not 19. He's not even 22. He's not college. He's a full-fledged grown-up. 26 and 15
You're living in Metropolis, Woody. 16 and everywhere else in the world is 3 years past childbearing age. She is fully aware of her actions. She is fully aware of what she did to him, and she even gloated on it.
No, man.
She could. Here's my thing,
kid.
though. Like,
she's a kid, and just wanted to make this one last point. I'm sorry, Kyle. Was that a 26-year-old and a 15-year-old is really not that much more creepy than me and a 15-year-old, right? This wasn't a borderline case. He was out of the whole teenage, college, high school scene for a long time, just like me.
Here's my thing, though. I want to throw some of this on him because if she was 15, like I definitely know better than to be talking to a 15-year-old girl like that. Like, I make people show me ID before I will have a conversation with them. But like, literally. But like, come on, she could have left it. It wasn't like he was like interface, like interrogating her. He's sending her messages online at any time. She could block him, turn Skype off, walk away from the computer. But no, she keeps going and going when it's so obvious to anybody with half a fucking brain that the dude just wants to see your tits. Like, that's what his goal is. Like, he wants tits. It's tits or get the fuck out. He doesn't want to talk about movies or links or anything like that. He should have said that, and that would have made things a lot easier on him.
Dude, he was playing a girl who wasn't nearly as sophisticated.
And also, if he's looking for that, is that not soliciting a minor then? That's
not in the UK. Yeah, actually it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is his intent. So what you're saying though is his intent is illegal to begin with. And
absolutely, yes, it is.
Stuff. Okay, well, then
I'm
this is
thinking
pretty
he's
cut
getting.
and dry.
I think he's getting a worse rap than he should. People are making him out to be the sexual predator.
Well, you know what this is that what it comes down to is that there's the problem is especially with online nowadays is there's a range of stuff, right? It's like everything now is like sexual offender. It's like okay, it's a binary thing when it really isn't. You know, it's like this is not the equivalent of say kidnapping someone and and raping them. This is not the equivalent of that. But in everyone's eyes when you get registered as that, it's like all right, that's what you are. And the problem is politically, nobody's going to be like, hey. Is are kids texting each other, nude pictures? Should that give that guy, put him on the sex offender registry for life on that? It's like and they're all 18. It's like they're 17-year-old kids texting each other nude photos. Is that a lifelong offense that should follow you? It's like probably
I'm with
not.
you.
No politician is going to stick their neck on the line and be like, because then what happens? Then all of their opponents are like, what this guy was? He was soft on child porn. It's like, well,
it seems like you could save all the prosecution, all the sexual predator registration for people who do things in real life. I think that if he were to have any criminal charges pressed against him, that would probably be over the top. Having said that, if it was my daughter, I'd be willing to do some real extreme stuff because he went after her.
So here's the different case. If it was my daughter, I'd beat the living shit out of her and take
Yeah, I
her
think
computer
so, man.
away.
I'm pissed off at her. She loses computer and cell phone forever because she's a little slut.
No. Well, you get to. You'd probably just beat up everybody. It'd be a total rampage. It'd just be a bloodbath.
I would pick her up and beat him with her. That would solve the problem.
That is efficiency.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a fucked up situation, and in the end, I think they're both assholes. I think we can all agree that both of them are assholes.
Yeah,
I think we can. I think she put up with a lot more than she would have if he didn't have a big YouTube channel.
Yeah.
All right. Since we're talking about people talking in other people's ears, what about this bill? They want to ban copyright streaming.
Yeah. So a lot of guys have been asking us in the stream to talk about this. It's called S978, I think. I maybe get that right in a minute. But so it was introduced in the Senate. That's what the S is all about. And what they want to do is make it illegal to stream or replay copyrighted stuff. Now, for the most part, they're talking about sports, movies, TV shows, things like that, things that they don't, want streamed. And I kind of see where they're coming from there. People work really hard to create content like Big Bang Theory or NHL hockey, and they don't want me just restreaming it and putting ads on the videos on my own. That wouldn't be right. The thing is, video games are included in there, and all of a sudden in our world, it's like whoa, the things that I put on my channel, commentating over a video game, become illegal. Now, I suspect that no one's going to prosecute for that. I suspect that video game companies see the advantage to having people talk and play their game online.
Oh, they absolutely do.
Yeah, and I don't think they did 4 years ago. I think in the last year or so, they've started to realize how helpful it is to them. It extends the life of their game. It extends the interest of their game. This community that gets formed around a game helps them a ton. So I don't think, I'm going to see anyone knocking on my door saying, Woody, one more game of Black Ops and you go into jail. But in theory, they could. So I think what's going to happen is they're going to have that in their pocket if they want to shut you down.
Yeah. And you people who keep typing only if you make $2,500 above, we all do. What do you think? You think we're living on $2,500 a year? For the love of God. Fuck.
Yeah, we all easily clear 2,500.
That's a dinner out for me, motherfucker. I got that YouTube money, as Harley put it.
Oh, I want to talk about Harley's video.
I want to talk about this bill before we get off of it.
Okay, but we'll circle back to it then.
Well, now I got a fucking mind blank.
All right. So the Senate bill, it's going to make it illegal. I think that it won't be a big problem because gaming companies appreciate what we do. Does that help you?
Yeah, it kind of does. It also includes other things like karaoke and anybody singing a song made by another artist, anything with copyright in it. Like if somebody like Justin Bieber, for example, if he would be in jail right now instead of having a singing career if this bill was passed.
I wonder how much you need to change it. So many songs are influenced by songs before it. One of the example I got stuck in my head is Vanilla Ice had Ice Ice Baby, and then Queen had somebody.
Under Pressure.
Under Pressure. Thank you. You know, and if you listen to the beat, one went dun 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 dun.
Well,
Dun,
don't forget
dun,
that
dun, dun,
he
dun.
did get sued for that.
Yeah.
And he won, right? He did he
No,
pay for it?
no, he lost.
He
that
did,
one.
oh, he lost on that.
No, you also have Super
so-
Freak and Hammer Time. What was that one song?
Super Freak. I don't know what the other one.
The
was,
MC
but
Hammer
you're-
song.
No.
you know?
So here's what happened. Here's what happened. He sampled it. He pays them, and then they have songwriting credit. So he paid them, and so he lost that. They're getting money for it, and they have songwriting credit on that song now.
Because
Vanilla Ice.
the songs were actually different. The beats were different.
It's close enough.
Slightly.
It's a
They were-
Yeah,
material,
they're close
it's a
enough.
Really close.
material.
They're
Yeah,
so
it-
close that when you hear that beat come on, you don't know which song is about to play.
Yeah,
So-
a lot
so
of
let
times,
me do
A lot of
this.
times, First
Uh,
Amendment law will defer. A lot of cases in this will defer to like the layman. Can they tell the difference really? And that's generally for sound alike stuff. They will go to that as a sort of.
But see that's bullshit. That's playing favorites.
Here's the difference, and because I actually know this, Under Pressure goes dun 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 dun. Ice Ice Baby goes dun 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 dun. There's an extra.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the distinction.
Let me put
That is the distinction.
Let me
Like
put
I
this
thought
out
people
there.
would want to know. That's how close they are. There's an extra beat on the second go round in Ice Ice Baby
let me
at the start of it.
Let me say this. Why I think it's a bullshit that they're getting sued for copyright infringement. I used to work for a metal company, and our metal was we had a patent on a certain type of metal. I can't give the patent out because I signed a clause, but the metal was down to like points, and if we went over a certain amount of points, we went into somebody else's patents. We had to pay royalties for it. So since our metal is identical to somebody else's metal, but we have a certain number of different elements in it that's different by points of a gram, then we can have patents there. But if a song adds an extra beat over here, that's not good enough.
Well, see, that's a fundamentally different thing because First Amendment law is specifically talking about freedom of expression, right? So the product itself, it's very difficult to argue that that is a byproduct of like individual right to free speech. Whereas, traditionally First Amendment law, that music, all that stuff falls under it. So, in the interest of that, yeah, generally they go to like, all right, can the regular person distinguish between these two in general? There hasn't been that many cases that have been heard because most of the time they get settled out, but there are very specific and sort of significant First Amendment cases in that regard. And speaking of First Amendment, that's something that assuming a company's dumb enough, right, to sue you guys and the PR nightmare that entails, that's a very strong argument on your behalf, which is you can argue First Amendment fair use in that you're providing, by commentating, you're essentially making a distinct work based on what's already out there. You're making a commentary on top of it.
Yeah, I've read it though, and it's like you're talking about the fair use law, right? Where you take something, you add value to it, and it becomes yours.
To an extent, the fair use is an interesting thing because again, you don't have like a lot of First Amendment issues. You have like these Supreme Court cases that have like set precedent on it. Fair use is an interesting one where it's like there's not a bunch like there's other examples of it, but like there's ones where you have cases that never got up to it, but you can sort of see the opinions of lower courts and stuff. But no, what were you saying?
I looked at that, and as hard as I could find and as biased as I could be, it still seemed like playing the game and talking over it was violating a copyright law. As much as I didn't want it to be true.
Well, see, here's the thing though. Like if it's playing the game and talking over it, and you're not sort of commenting on it, but if it's even the kind of thing where I'm referring to sort of a commentary where you're saying, okay, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. This is a point of cover here. That I believe does count. And also, even if it's commercial, there have been cases in the past. I believe there's a case with Mattel where someone had basically taken Barbies and made sort of art out of them, and Mattel had sued them for it, and they had argued that they were sort of using that using the Barbies and sort of adding to it, and they had won even though they were making money off of it. So I think with the bill, it's gonna be a tough one. It's an interesting one because I don't think in its current form it'll pass because it's too vague for a lot of stuff, and generally people, it's like it's too vague. They may not vote it through. But that idea there, what it's sort of getting at, which is like trying to, what it is you're looking at sort of old industry being like, all right, our stuff's getting streamed. We gotta fight back. How can we fight back against it? That's sort of very much indicative to me of old media wanting to get back, wanting to get back all this ground that they lost. And frankly, it's not ground that they're ever going to get back again.
I don't know. I look the other way. Like the bill has bipartisan sponsorship, right? So both Republicans and Democrats are proposing this thing, and that often means a pass.
I'm asking you this: what about all the big wigs that actually made their money in streaming? Point in case, Alki David.
Well, it becomes tough then. I mean, that's what that was a lot of the issues with the sort of YouTube legal case with Viacom, is that, does having something on your site streaming, even Justin.tv, if someone streams on this site, am I liable now as a site owner,
I mean, like how Sony not like, I'm looking at Woody's pictures. Obviously, Paul's now, but he's obviously got like a TV back there. It's either Vizio or Sony. He's got 2 or 3 brand name products on. See, Astro headset. How is that not reproducing the same thing? I mean, the headset's in use in the video.
Oh no, that's okay though. That's okay. It's if something was on TV. Now here's a weird thing, right? Let's say you had the NHL on right now on TV in the background. Now what is that, right? It's sort of an incidental stream of the background of something, right? Oh great, now you up. Guess what, dude? You're going to jail.
Yeah, I was wondering that because I used to do driving vlogs and I had the music on some of them. Like, do I get killed for copyright on those?
I mean, generally, at the end of the day, you have to kind of look at the copyright holders and what are they really going to come after people for. Games probably not. I mean, you've seen they game companies, and in all my conversations with sort of the PR guys and stuff, they love it when the community gets in with it and starts playing it and putting it online, because it's like they're smart in that it's like free exposure for them. So that aspect of it doesn't seem to be.
Here's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about giving a caveman a club.
Yeah, exactly. That's really what it is. It's a ridiculous. How many people are signing this but they don't understand like really what's going on? That's what's scary to me.
So what was I going to say? So the shucks, I had some thought. I lost it. Now you said like gaming companies recognize how important it is, or better yet, how beneficial it is when YouTubers do stuff, and that's true. But there are still these guys stuck in the Stone Age, and I worry about giving that caveman a club like Wingset. And the example I have, L.A. Noire. Right, L.A. Noire is that how you pronounce it? Did I pronounce it right? L.A.
It's Rockstar.
What was the game called?
It's L.A. Noire, but it's the Rockstar
LA
Gaming
Noire.
who you're referring to.
Right. Whatever. So when that game came out, a lot of people started showing it, and all of a sudden they're like, no, they're putting the cutscene on the internet, and they were shutting down YouTube channels because of it, giving them strikes, ripping on them, doing all this stuff, not realizing how helpful it is, for have people talk about their game. And eventually they turned around and stopped putting strikes on people's YouTube channels. But
I would argue for LA Noire that's probably makes sense because there really isn't a game there. It's actually pretty much a movie.
Yeah, it's so story driven. That's what I'm thinking too. Like honestly, like games like that, and what was the one that you were playing for a while, Wings, like Heavy Rain or something?
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah, games like that I can kind of understand, because the whole point of buying a game like that is the story. Just like the whole point of watching a movie is to get the the storyline. With Call of Duty, obviously, it's not that.
I think they made a huge mistake. I mean, if they were to get what they really wanted and have no one on YouTube talking about it, they would sell less.
See, arguably this. So, how many people are like, I heard about LA Noire. Like, I'm in this boat. I was like, I heard about LA Noire. I kind of want to see what's going on with it. Rather than buy it now, it's like you almost get the whole experience from it, just kind of watching it.
Or you look at it this way, or I'm watching my LA Noire on whoever's channel, and he only uploads 1 or 2 a day, and I want more of it, so maybe I run out and buy it and play it for myself.
Both work. Yeah, both work.
Yeah, I honestly think that, this exposure, while I'll agree that LA Noire and Heavy Rain, maybe it takes away some of the surprise, it is so much better than people just not talking about it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think you start to see that. You're starting to see that with game. I mean, again, it's a slow transition.
Oh.
It doesn't just change overnight.
There's a guy in the stream who just said, and this is I think a game that falls into that too, Portal 2, right? So I bought Portal 2, and that's one of those things where you see it online, the puzzles already or whatever. He says he bought it because he watched my live stream.
Yeah.
Right? Portal 2 sold because people streamed it. I don't think people said, I already know how to figure out this puzzle, I'm out of here. Like it's better to have people talking about your game and showing your game. and
Damn
stuff.
straight. I got one for myself. Fallout 3. I watched somebody play Fallout 3, and I went and bought it. Never
There you
played
go.
this.
There you go. You guys want to switch topics?
Yeah.
I want to talk about the Epic Mealtime video that came out. So for people that don't know, Epic Mealtime is this channel.
Can I
They
link
make
it?
these.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. They make these amazing meals. They're like 50,000 calories. So I saw them make lasagna out of like 45 fast food hamburgers once. They're notorious for their use of bacon and bacon grease, and there's nothing healthy about it.
Daniels.
Jack Daniels, and then they eat it. And you think, oh, and then they eat it. Well, of course they do. No. Like, if you saw this, you'd think that no regular people would ever eat this or finish it or do anything with it. But they're just, and they're one of the they might be the fastest growing channel on YouTube, from week to week. I think Russia also gets it sometimes. But hugely successful channel. They put up a video recently, and they changed their format a little bit. They didn't make an epic meal in that one. And they talked about, Kyle, give me YouTube money.
YouTube money.
So, and it got a lot of negative reviews, and I actually liked the video.
I
And I'm
liked
not
it
just
too.
saying that because I kind of barely know them, but they were on they were on PKA once. That's how I barely know them. But to me, Epic Mealtime is the Harley show, and in that video, I still got it. I got Harley being, the Harley character, acting crazy, talking about how he got that YouTube money or whatever it is that he was saying.
Yeah. At first,
And,
I was like, oh, they didn't cook a meal. But then I watched it a second time, and it's kind of like behind the scenes with Epic Mealtime, and with them being silly at the same time. The second time I watched it, I liked it a lot more. I really enjoyed it. I watched it like 2 days ago.
I think
it's a good-
so
Brandon and I actually talked a lot about that, and really, I think that video in its current form would have been received much better. But what it is just a matter of framing it. If it was like, if they kicked it off and said, "Hey, we're not cooking this week because we just reached 1 million subscribers. We want to celebrate. Come, we're going to show you guys what it's like in Montreal and stuff." Like, people would have been fine with that, right? See, and all the content's the same. The only difference there is they present it differently, right? I think that would have changed it quite a bit, because I think, again, it's like the video itself is like you are getting 100% of Harley again, and it's really I was cracking up through the whole thing, but just like it's always interesting. It's like, I think just slight shifts in how things are presented changes very much the discourse after the fact.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant, man. I think that's exactly it. If they had said, "Hey, we're doing a little something different for 1 million videos, come celebrate," people would have looked at it differently. Instead, somebody wrote "epic sellout time" in the stream. Like, I don't think that they were sharing the Harley enjoyment with his I have to say it, his YouTube money.
Oh my god.
It's so good. It's so good.
I think there's just
I got-
46,000 haters on there realizing that some of us actually do make a pretty good living off this.
Harley doesn't know, but he's coined like 3 or 4 phrases that, like, I think all of us use. Like, when
absolutely.
I say sauce, it's sauce.
Oh, we were at a restaurant in LA a few weeks ago, and like the guy was coming, and like I had a baked potato, and he was like putting the sour cream and stuff on it for me. And he got to the bacon, and he puts 1 scoop on it. I'm like, more bacon. And he put some more on there. I'm like, more bacon. He's just like looking at me and laughing. Like, I don't know if he knew what I was talking about or not, but I made him put a lot of fucking bacon on that potato before I let him leave.
He obviously didn't.
I use sauce boss all the time. It's like, you the sauce boss? All right. It's incredible.
But yeah, I like your thoughts about framing that, because like I think it caught a lot of people's attention. Like, what I took away from that video is, here's a guy whose channel was really successful, and everyone hated him for it. And it's like, wow, that's kind of a tough spot to be.
Well, they're back in full form this week.
Yeah, they came back.
I didn't see this week's.
fast food meatloaf.
Oh, that was amazing.
Pretty impressive. And they had a little skit at the beginning. It was pretty good.
The
Muscles
skit
Glass
was incredible.
Yeah, Muscles Glass
my
killed
God.
2 guys. It was awesome.
I replayed the part where he pulls the newspaper down and just has the look like 10 times. It's
exactly.
So good.
Like
I
this-
really have to see the skit, like, because
Yeah.
that's so I love the Epic Mealtime videos, but I don't know that I could watch 500 of them, right? Like, you have to take your basic formula and add to it, change things up. What else do you have to offer? You can't make 500, really similar 2-minute videos. Like, that's not how a long running channel goes. So now they're adding skits. That's kind of exciting. I want to see what's up.
like these hot chicks are like walk up and they're like, I'd like 15 Big Macs with extra Big Mac sauce. And like Harley's like sitting there and he like lowers a newspaper with his glasses on and he starts following them. And then like two dudes steal the burgers. And like Muscle's glasses goes in to save the day. And
he's like Muscles, take care of this.
he goes and snaps their neck. And she's like, he just killed those guys for burgers. He's like, yep. and she's like, how can we ever repay you?
Most incredible line.
He's like, you can share some of those burgers, you greedy bitch.
I have to check that out. I have to see
so incredible.
Yeah. Hey, you guys want a new topic?
Yes.
One of the proposed topics, and this one's for Freddie W. How did you meet your current best friend in real life?
You my boy Brandon.
Is that it? All right. So how did you meet Brandon?
We worked together. So this is kind of an interesting story. So high school, I was making movies with like what was it? It was like a digital 8 camera, which is like way like just terrible camera. And Brandon, I'm from Seattle originally, so I'm making movies in high school. And Brandon was in Minnesota, and he was doing movies as well, and also like pyro because he's out on the farm out in Minnesota. And one of the movies that I made, I had put in. We were both on this website, allamdv.com. It's the same guys who make Hit Film, which is like, but this is back in the day. It's basically like After Effects Light. It's like effects software for like if you want. The big thing is like if you want to do a lightsaber movie, this is what you use. You know, and everyone was using it for lightsaber movies. So they had like some stock footage that users had uploaded. So I took one of these explosion stock footage things and used it in one of my high school movies. So fast forward to college. This is 2004. We're on the same floor, same dorm at USC, University of Southern California. And when everybody's showing their stuff that they're making in high school, and I play the scene with this explosion, and Brandon's like, wait a minute, that explosion looks familiar. Here, let me show you something. And he pulls me over, and he's like, all right, check this out. And it's the same thing. He's like, this is what I filmed in my backyard. So inadvertently, I had used one of his stock footage things without having met him, and then we met same floor freshman year at film school. And what's kind of cool about that is like almost everybody who goes to film school kind of wants to do like they want to make Garden State and like 500 Days of Summer, which is cool.
Okay.
It's like the film school thing. Like, it's like all right, that's cool, but like everyone like hates on like Transformers and everyone hates on like action movies and stuff. But man, I like action movies. I like Transformers. You know. And he's the same way. So we're like, all right, let's just start making shit in college. And so we just started doing little short stuff. Aces, which is like one of our, we shot that in like the break room of our floor. It was like one of the first things we did. And we did some of these 24-hour film contests. And then that's basically how we met.
Cool. So how long have you guys known each other now?
That would be since 2004. So we're on 7 years, 7 years, something like that.
He's your partner on the channel. How do you guys like distribute the work? Like, what do you do?
So basically, I mean, anytime I'm on camera, obviously he's holding the camera, and then I'll take over the camera occasionally for other stuff as well. He will, I'll do the edit, and he'll help on the edit. And when we lock picture, he takes over the majority of the visual effects. I help on visual effects as well, but he also does a lot of the 3D stuff, and I do sound design, music. And he does color correction, and then everything comes together at the end. So we kind of like we do the edit, and then once we do it, we split up sort of the post-production tasks, and then we sort of reconvene, a little bit later, and then that's the video basically.
Cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Very
so
cool.
He's the one that makes the cars rain from the sky.
Yeah, he's the guy that makes the cars rain.
All right. That's all I need.
And then as far as like ideation, coming up with stuff, that's both of us just kicking around stuff all the time. We have a whiteboard full of ridiculous ideas that may or may not ever happen, but it's a full whiteboard at the very least. Who
came up with the idea that all Asians know kung fu?
I think that one predates me, buddy.
Oh, I love that video. So you heard me talking about
how that one. Oh yeah. No, that one was there's this guy Phil, and these guys they do music videos for other YouTube guys, and they do like. Mm-hmm. They did short films and stuff. These guys, Wong Fu Productions. That was his idea, and he was like, "Hey, we want you to be like the straight guy, just the regular guy, the straight man, and just to do, just be yourself." I'm like, I can do that. It's easy.
But that was on your channel, wasn't it?
No, that was on their channel.
I didn't know where I saw it. But that was pretty cool.
I like that one. That was
pretty cool. Hey, one of the things the subs asked for, Wings, was for you to give Kyle advice on how to pleasure a woman. You got any more tips?
Dude, what kind of transition is that?
Hard and fast. That's how I pleasure women.
Please no. Please don't do this to me. That's the point where I go to grab a beer. Like I'm not hearing his tips. I don't
No,
want to hear.
Kyle, you sit down, and you
with the
learn
tips.
not to claw her. Don't. We learned last week or so that drawing blood is bad, like with your fingernails.
Yes.
You know, Kyle, you said they're disrespecting my woman pleasing tips, but it sounds like you was using my
Kyle.
woman pleasing tips before the post show.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I was but just so I could make the joke because I just thought it was so funny.
Oh, dude! So I had this coworker, John McDonough. Worked with him a long, long time ago, and he told me that like when he and his wife were together, he did this thing like he scrunched her ears. He like squeezed them or something like that, kind of like mushed them up, and so like the next time I'm down, I like, all right, so apparently girls like this. What the hell do I know? I've been married like 1 year at this point, and I start scrunching Jackie's ears. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I don't know. You're scrunching, and she's like, "Don't do that anymore." And
Don't be
and
scrunching my ears, son.
yeah, apparently, like I like crumpled them up, like I was trying to form a you crumple up paper and throw it, like that's what I was going for.
Oh,
and
damn, Woody, you thought that was a good idea?
I don't know. It worked for him. Like he was just like his wife was total. That was like their thing. Like he scrunched her ears. He kind of squished them up, and I'm like, yeah, all right, chicks like this. What the hell do I know? And not all chicks like that.
Let me give you
sure.
some sexual tips here, Kyle. What you want to do is you want to reach in your pocket, you want to pull out your wallet, give her about $2,000.
I like that tip so much better than ear scrunching or like vagina kicking or whatever else you were gonna come up with. They usually just really disturb me when I get those tips. So I'd appreciate if we didn't do those anymore.
Did you guys see the Call of Duty XP event?
No.
What is that?
Apparently, they're doing this event where you play Modern Warfare 3, and you go out there and you play paintball on a life-size map. And I've heard that it looks like Scrapyard, and I've heard that it looks like Kill House. I'm not really sure what it looks like, but it is one of the Infinity Ward maps.
Oh yeah, I'm
that
so
you're
going to
play
that.
paintball on. Yeah, I think I gotta check that out. I'm worried that I have this European cruise I'm taking. It might be around the same time. We'll see if I can go, but I want to
Nude
go.
beach.
Last time there was a nude beach.
I think
But,
what are your opinions about nude beaches? Let's just transition straight away from the gaming stuff and talk about nude beaches.
Good in theory, bad in execution.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I like the way you're thinking. I was about to say, like, yeah. You know what though? Like when I went to the nude beach,
You say nude beach, I hear dude beach.
I imagine like 30 guys being like, where the bitches at? Just like dongs hanging everywhere. Dudes like rubbing themselves under towels, dark sunglasses, and like one woman who's like, what the fuck have I done? Like running like hell.
not in Europe. The only nude beach I've been to is in I think it was Italy, and there were lots of people there. There were you don't have to look at all of them, and there were a few worth looking at. Not that I did. I was married. I was with my wife, but
Good save.
yeah. All right, I might have saw a couple, but you just don't look at everybody.
The thing is with Europe is like down with the Speedos, and I still have not wrapped my head around that concept.
No, right? Like there was a dude. We were in Chicago, like me and Woody and several other people, and there was a paintballer who on a bet was going to run through the hotel lobby in his underwear, and he strips down and he's wearing a fucking Speedo, and I'm like, really? We're in Chicago and this dude's rocking a Speedo? What is this? I don't get it. I don't get it. How that can be comfortable, fashionable, or something that you would even want to put on and feel like a man. Like
They were in style in the 80s.
Yeah, like
Back in the 80s, I had like a couple friends who had Speedos, and it was like, that's the guy I want to be, right? Because they were like on the competitive swim team. They had their Speedos. It just looked a lot more athletic. They looked like, they had nothing to hide. And people in like these big American like shorts pretty much out swimming in those things, it felt old-fashioned, and it felt like, I don't know, how do you describe it? Like sluggish. Whereas the Speedo guys were streamlined. And by the time they were sleek. They were like, sporty. They were unashamed. And then, so, here I am in the 80s and I'm like, all right, I want Speedos too. And my mom's like, yeah, maybe next year. So finally I get Speedos and they're not in style anymore. And everyone else has like regular bathing suits. And it was a horrible, terrible thing.
Yeah, I like as far as underwear goes. Do we want to have an underwear discussion?
Obviously.
All right, but so I don't wear normal underwear. I literally wear basketball shorts under my jeans, and the idea behind that is A, it's really comfortable, and B, if something happens to my jeans, I've basically got an extra bottom on. I can just take those things off. And hey, you never know when somebody's going to challenge you to a basketball game, and you just got to throw down.
This is really clever.
So that's how I.
Wait. You consider this clever?
This is pretty smart. I don't know. This is pretty smart.
I wear boxers because it gives my shit room to grow.
All right. Well, I don't think you had to go that far, but I'm pretty sure my basketball shorts had the same effect, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Room to grow. But
I love the incredibly awkward. This is where when that dude makes that animated series of us, everyone it just like goes from character to character, and we're all have these blank looks on our faces. Like, what the fuck did you say? Oh
that dude is awesome, Bongster7. But so room to grow. You're talking about like seeing something that would inspire you to grow?
No, I'm talking about my shit isn't constricted. So my shit will grow fully and get even bigger than it normally is.
Okay, so you're not at full like adulthood right now. Is that what we're getting from you right now, Wayne?
Dude,
do you not have an adult penis yet, or am I confused?
I have a very adult penis. Don't worry about my penis.
I'm not worried about penis,
I'm not going to constrict any more growth that it might do.
I'm starting to have some concerns about your penis. Like, I don't really worry about getting any bigger.
Yeah, I'm looking down there. I'm like, how can we slow this down? We're getting into dangerous, uncharted territory right now. I might need something.
My wife's cervix is about to start a petition. Like, how can we shrink this thing?
I have killed 3 women this year alone. Like, I mean, I don't. I mean, it's early. I'm just saying.
It's only June. We're on a 6-woman pace.
Oh my god! All right, so what kind of? I'm not even gonna. This feels so horrible to ask. What kind of underwear do you wear, Woody?
Boxers. But it's just that they were like. So I wore tighty whities as like a little kid, and then sometime in high school, like all the cool kids were wearing boxers, and I'm like, oh, I guess I need boxers, and I haven't switched since.
Yeah, I think I had the same thing going on. I actually like the boxer briefs too. Like if I bought 4 pairs. Well, you know this, Woody, because we were having a discussion about my underwear in Chicago. Because like I didn't bring enough, I only brought 1 pair of shorts, so like I had to go actually buy underwear.
Yeah, you were like turning them inside out and stuff.
The first day I wore the shorts, and like I was like, Jesus, I didn't bring any underwear, and so like that night I was just like going commando, and then I got drunk and I forgot to buy underwear that night, so it was like, guess I gotta turn these bad boys inside out, rock them for a second day, so I did, and so that night I remembered to buy underwear, so I picked up some boxer briefs, which aren't that bad. That's what you do, man. You gotta go hardcore. You gotta.
I go Navy SEAL. In that case, I just rock without. Yeah,
I really want to be on the paintball field with those like scruffy, paintball pants with no underwear. I don't know who's gonna be rubbing the ointment on me at the end of the day, but
God, no! Stop! Now I'm in like the cow position. Like,
somebody's got to do it, man. Somebody's got to get out the ointment, and I don't know. Like, I'm figured you probably had like a big jar of it. Like, isn't that what like old? I thought that's what made old people smell like that.
I hope I don't get stuck with Woody in this next trip coming up. I don't want my room to smell like mothballs.
Yeah, that's what Woody has to smell. Woody has to smell, and it's like mothballs and like.
Do not! People are gonna believe this.
No, it's a mixture. No, I'm not kidding. It's a mixture of mothballs and like.
You are too kidding. I don't smell anything like mothballs.
Icy hot. Mothballs and icy hot. That's what he smells like.
I don't have any icy hot.
Yeah, it's like a powerful, pungent smell. So you get in a car with him, you're like, God damn.
That's not true. I smell like my deodorant, which isn't like I don't know what a cool breeze really smells like, or whatever it's supposed to be. But that is my actual. I don't.
Guys,
You
it's
suck.
mothballs, ice and ice cut. I mean, if you can show up to our next event in Chicago or wherever we're gonna be, and like you can get a good whiff of him if you want. Ask if you can smell him, because he's more than happy.
Oh God. Oh, this is. Oh.
Next event's actually going to be in LA this weekend for those
There you
people
go.
going to be down.
Yeah, man. That.
You guys
Dude,
got a leg?
we're doing
Welcome to
a
Woody's Gamer
signing on that too.
Self good whiff.
Give him a whiff. Yeah, give me a whiff. Yeah, we're doing this thing. So it's. Let me go through this. Freddie Wong, Wings of Redemption, me, White Boy 7th Street, X Jaws, and Only Use Me Blade. We're gonna play 2 games. We're gonna play Madden. We're gonna play Black Ops.
Guitar Hero, right?
Oh, I
No?
can't hang
No?
with you in Guitar Hero.
Oh.
We're gonna play Madden. We're gonna play Black Ops, and it's gonna be
Freddie,
live streamed
If you play
on
Guitar Hero,
Film On.
I'm going to so beat you with the guitar while I'm facing you.
Oh my god.
So I can win.
On.
Many have
Oh,
tried.
No, I'm going to physically beat you with the guitar, not just like beat you with the guitar.
Oh, I know.
Many have tried. He knows kung fu.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I know how to
be
sucker
careful.
punch.
He knows kung fu.
Somebody asked
So,
why I wasn't going. I was invited to the thing, but I just can't make it. I've seriously got so much going on like that week. Like I was literally just I can't do it. I'm doing something else that day. Like it's,
Kyle is not down for hanging out with swimsuit models and flying on private jets and driving Aston
you know.
Martins. Just let y'all know that.
That's just not how he does it.
I'm gonna be shooting a minigun and a flamethrower that day. I'm busy.
I'm gonna be driving Aston Martins, Kyle.
Dude,
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
don't-
drive that Ferrari.
I got that. Like I got that on lockdown. So, like a lot.
Yeah. So Kyle, tell us about your new car. Your car is what? 6 hours old?
Yes, it is 6 hours old. Do we want to do? We already did it in the pre-show. I guess we want to do it on get it on the live stream so that
Yeah.
1,000
So
people can make fun of me.
is it 2011?
Yeah. It's
Or
2011 Super Sport 2 Camaro with like everything that you can possibly get on one. I don't know. It's red with black racing stripes. I don't know, I'm gonna take it, put a ground effects package on it, probably throw a turbo on it, and you know.
Is there another Super Sport? This doesn't even look like a Camaro. This thing I'm googling.
It's the 2. Yeah, somebody just put it out there. It's the 2 SS RS. If that makes any sense. It's the level 2 Super Sport with the RS package on it. So it's like everything. It's got a heads-up display that like shines on the windshield with your speed and everything. So.
Oh
car.
God. So here's what happened. You said someone just put it out there. I quickly clicked on a link, but it was Kitty's link.
Oh yeah.
And Kitty's links, it was men having sex.
Nice.
Yeah, now I look www.freegayporn.com. That's Jesus.
Woody's looking for the Camaro in the background of the porn.
That wasn't what I expected at all.
God, is that Tabe?
Oh,
That might be
Kitty.
Tabe.
Now I have to see it again.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, let's relink this bad boy. That could in fact be Tabe. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is. It's probably not.
It's
But it
probably
is.
not. There are
private
5 guys waiting for the Tabe lookalike. This is all right. Super Sport 2. Kitty.
Yeah, it's a. I mean, it's not like a Ferrari or anything, but it's. I mean, it's
It's better than a Ferrari. It's American.
yeah. It's a reasonably priced car. It's 425 horsepower, and by the time I'm done with it, it'll be more like 550, 600 horsepower, and it'll.
Shit, that thing sounds like it should come supercharged, Kyle.
I mean, I know it doesn't. If that's what you suggested, but like for like $5-6 grand, you can get a turbo or a supercharger on it, and you can put so much horsepower through it that you'll kill yourself pretty bad.
$6 grand, you might get a small one.
I was looking at some that are like specifically made for like the Camaros, and they were about $6 grand.
I know the supercharger that went on my truck cost $7,800, and there's another $3,000 to install it.
Yeah, well, I could do it myself. It's not that big of a deal. I've done a lot of engine work before. Like we hand built a engine in my drag race car, so I don't know. It's gonna be a. I've never bought like and owned a car like that, so it's gonna be fun. I've driven a lot of fast cars, but there's something about owning one yourself and like not being afraid to like drive the shit out of it. That's it's special.
Yeah, that's a new feeling I've been getting used to. I'm like, man, I got this big, powerful thing. I don't give a shit if I wreck it. Fuck it.
Well, it's not like and insurance was reasonable. Like I thought insurance might be like $500 a month, and it's gonna be like $275 a month, I think.
Yeah,
Wings, are you still rolling in that Pimp 40 years?
Yeah.
I thought you sold it. It didn't sell, didn't go through?
No, he didn't show up.
Okay. Man, you guys in your cars. Do you know what my car is like? I have an 8-year-old Toyota Tacoma. Both taillights are broken. There's a dent on the front corner panel. There's a dent on the driver's side door. There's a dent on the driver's side rear corner panel. There's a dent on the passenger side rear corner panel. And the passenger front, whatever, corner panel. The only thing that's not dented on my truck is the passenger side door. And it's 11 years old. I tried to repair the dents myself, and it looks like I used fingernail polish, but it's not rusted. I'm rolling in some ghetto truck right there.
Yep.
But
You know, they sell new trucks every day at car lots.
yeah, they want money for them.
My thing was though, I need tax write-off. It's going to be a rough year for that, so I had to figure that'd be a good one. Go ahead and get that out of the way. And
You're writing off your car?
Of course, I'm writing off my
Yeah,
car. I'm gonna use
I'm
it in
writing
video.
mine off too.
I'm gonna come speeding by the camera, firing something out the window. Maybe I don't know, do something fun with it. I'm in talks with a car company. We may end up with a car that I could mount something onto. So I mean, get some cars.
I was going to
in there
say,
for
there has to be some way to mount like machine guns to the hood.
fun.
Or build
Yeah,
it into the grill.
I don't see why not.
Well, Kyle, for the right amount of money, I have a Chrysler. You can mount stuff to the hood tone.
Oh, I mean, I got a car that I could just mount stuff to the hood. I want somebody to like give me a new car to mount stuff to the hood.
Well, I would like somebody to give me a new car to do nothing to the hood on.
If you
Exactly.
already if you already have a car, you can claim that all your mileage, by the way, is completely business related. Because
Exactly.
you have two cars.
I have like 4 right now.
Yep.
But that's cool, Kyle. I'm kind of psyched that you got yourself a new car.
Yep.
It'd be fun.
Like honestly, like I have a hard time. I don't get excited about much, like ever, and this was no exception.
Really?
I had a friend sitting there as I was buying. They're like, "You okay?" Like, yeah. It's like you don't seem very happy about this. I don't know. No big deal.
It's whatever. It's a new Camaro.
I
Super
don't know. I have
Sport
a hard time
2
getting
with
excited about
everything.
it.
Does
You
it
know-
have a GPS?
I don't.
Yeah, I actually drove my old truck today, and it made me realize how slow my old truck was.
I honestly didn't even test drive this car. I was just.
You didn't test drive it?
I didn't test drive the truck either. It's like, you want to test drive it? No, it drives like a truck, right? Let's go get this paperwork done.
Yep. It was the they actually told me that it was the car that was in like the it's some kind of like Atlanta auto show that Chevrolet put on or something like that. Like that was the car they used or something. It's a pretty car. I like it.
Didn't you tell me that car dealers like make up stories? Like even if it's a brand new car, they're like,
but
"Oh,
he
this
told me
almost
that-
didn't get
he
here."
told me that story after
They
I
flew
signed.
this.
He told me that.
I want to know what Freddy drives. Freddy, what are you driving?
I drive a fantastic 2001 Volkswagen station wagon.
The shaggin' wagon, baby.
Come on, Freddie Wong, where's that YouTube money at, son?
Dude, that Longmobile, dude, that Longmobile, here's what it is. Hauling stuff around, you want a truck or a station wagon. And the truck, I want to be able to carry 4 people. That station wagon's a beast. This car's been through so much.
You know what I want for my 5th vehicle?
What's
Your
that?
5th vehicle?
Oh my god, Wing's such a douche.
I want an E250 Econoline van, pale white.
Yes.
You mean you-
off-white.
You mean your 5th vehicle lifetime, not your 5th vehicle right now?
No, my 5th vehicle right now.
One second.
You have
I'm gonna
4
grab a-
cars right now?
Yeah.
That's a classic car there, buddy. You chose well.
That's what I'm
I'll
gonna get.
take it, I'll put free candy on the side of it and like an ice
Now
cream.
you're talking.
And like an ice cream chime on it.
I'm gonna
Wings
be a complete
X23.
douchebag. I just like I just sent you guys like what I'm gonna get my license plate done as.
Please.
I have to check this out.
Oh, that's so.
I was like, that'd be the biggest douche move ever. I gotta make it happen.
Oh man. Oh,
That would be cool.
The reason I own own 4 cars right now, Woody, is like 2 of them I'm flipping.
So you're in the car flipping business
That's sweet,
now?
man. Are you going to use a hydraulic pump or what?
No, I'm going to use my wallet.
We're actually looking into doing a car flip.
Oh, the
Like-
easiest way is to use a little explosive.
Yeah, well, what's interesting about it is that I didn't know this with stunt guys doing a car flip. There's a little catch-22 going on there because you can't do a car flip in like a commercial film until they've seen you do a car flip, and you can't do that until you've done one, right? So a lot of stunt guys end up paying for their own car flip just to film it and just to say, okay, here, look, I prove I can do a car flip. Okay, let me do it on this film now, you know. So we're talking to a guy who hasn't done that yet, and we're like, dude, we'll film it for you, dude.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
You know, I always found forklifts easiest to flip cars.
I'm gonna put 100 pounds of tannerite underneath the car and see if I can launch it into the air. Here, come
Dude,
on.
I will launch it into the air. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, and
Maybe-
we recently got access to debt cord now, so like we're gonna get into some fun stuff.
Dude, you got to watch out how you place it, though. If you place it too heavy on one side, it'll probably like spin on its nose or ass end. You want to get it level.
I'm just gonna destroy the fucking car.
Well, you also want to watch out for shrapnel too. You don't want to get it. You want to put
the
the
thing
charge
about-
more to a center face.
No, I like shrapnel. I don't think I get enough of that in my videos. So
Well, yeah, until your fucking leg gets cut off by a fucking quarter panel.
I mean, it may be hard to tell in my videos, but I'm wearing a flak jacket underneath that shirt, so it's cool. Oh,
Flak jacket ain't gonna stop shit from a quarter panel cutting you in half.
well, I mean, shit happens. That's
That's
One
life,
thing-
man.
one of the, hey man, easy come, easy go. It's why they pay me the big bucks. Catch quarter panels.
Take quarter panels to my face.
Yeah, people often bring that up, and I'm like, look, dude, honestly, I hope I get hit with some shrapnel. I don't want it to hit me in the jugular or anything, but if it hits me in the arm and like, cuts the shit out of me and I got to hit stitches, that's an awesome fucking video. I'm gonna start roll with it. I'm gonna be like, looks like my arm's been hurt here pretty badly. Oh well, let's keep going.
Pour some vodka on that beach.
Yeah, exactly. I'll pour some fucking vodka on it and keep going with it. That'd be some funny shit.
That'd be the move. Throw some vodka on it, and talk about I don't know, call for a medic or something. That'd be cool.
Nah, medics pussies. No way.
You look down at it, no matter how bad it is, you look down and it's like, it's just flesh wound.
Yeah, exactly. Flesh wound. No
You
big
could
deal.
sew it back together, First Blood style, like Rambo.
Ooh, that's a good plan.
Yeah, even if it wasn't, even like YouTube won't allow me to show this, but just break out the thread.
I picture Kyle doing like the Peter Griffin thing.
Oh, like where he's like laying there. Yeah. I don't know. And then again, I might pass out. Last time I got stabbed once and I passed out.
I remember somebody complaining about like their feet hurting at paintball or something, and
Dude,
Oh my God, Kyle is so funny at paintball. He like,
all right. I'm
how many band-aids did you wear this time?
Beer.
Kyle had he had scratches on his arm, right? So it wasn't bleeding, but you could see scratches on his arm. And he's like, oh, this is what's going to happen. The shirt is going to rub my scratches, and that will just be an intolerable amount of pain. And so he starts putting these giant Band-Aids. They're 4 inches wide by 2 inches, these huge things. And he's got his arm all patched up. And the guy is just completely bad at taking any kind of pain. He's all about the Band-Aids. He's all about the pain meds. He's all about being.
it's all about some Vikings and some Bud Light.
So yeah, it's funny. Every time I see Kyle at paintball, the man's rocking a bunch of Band-Aids and complaining about his pain. And I'm like, you get to choose how you respond to pain. You can just, not make a big deal out of it, but that's not the choice he takes. So yeah. You guys ready to wrap up the podcast?
Yeah.
All right. That was Painkiller Already, episode 59, about an hour and a half, I think, this time.
I noticed
So,
I noticed we didn't call Freddie Wong on what he wears for underwear. Just saying it.
Boxers, dude. Dude, listen, why would you wear... Here's the problem. If you are ever in a situation where people see that you're in, the tighty whities, dude, you can't live that down. So you might as well wear a Speedo.
Here's how you wear that down. When you're calling your tidy whities, you put your hand in the fucking pocket they give in the front.
just start tugging. And just staring down. At people.
I had a college roommate who wore I guess Speedo bikini type things. They were smaller and tighter than tidy whities. and they often had like scenes depicted on the back of like sunsets and horizons and stuff like that.
Yosemite Sam.
But he was on the swim team with me, right? This guy, I'm gonna go full gay here, but this guy had like this rocking body and this like decorative underwear, and I couldn't help but wonder if he was right. Here I am in boxers, kind of understating it, but we're all in shape. We're working out like 6 hours a day, and he's decorating it, and he might have been right.
If you got it, flaunt it, dude.
Yeah. So on that note, Painkiller Already, episode 59. I hope you enjoyed the show.
That's how I came back on that. You got it.
All right, so now we're in the post show. There are, I guess, 5,000 people watching. So don't
say
Don't
anything.
confess that you're a homosexual or anything.
You
like
need
that.
to know your level of exposure.
Yes.
What was it? Oh, what's coming up next on your channel? I'm curious.
I'm not gonna show other people. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna put a screenshot of what I'm like literally working on right now. But you don't show anybody else. Only you guys get to see this.
I'm gonna let the stream know the level of exposure. I do read the streaming part of this thing, and I do ban people throughout the stream.
Oh yeah,
man.
I ban like 20, 30 of you guys a night. You're gonna be a douchebag.
Oh yeah. There's this one guy, HD Manny. He's like, F you, Woody. And then he comes back on. He's like, how come I got banned? Really? I have a mod cursing me out. That's the end of that.
All right, let's see. Waiting for accept.
It said sending fail.
All right, you don't show this to anybody. It's not this week. This week is actually what is this week? This week's gonna be a little bit of Katamari.
It says 5 minutes, 3 minutes.
What?
2. All right, now
It's because it's sending to all you guys. This week is Katamari, so we're gonna do a video about Katamari Damacy, and this is the week after, and we're keeping this one quiet.
Oh, I can't talk about what I'm looking at.
I wish my internet was good.
I would prefer that you don't. But
Top secret, Woody. God damn it.
It's gonna
Oh
be
shit!
quick.
All right, I'm gonna start the bid at $10 for Painkiller. Y'all don't watch his auto auctions, do you?
Yes.
No, not really.
I watched somebody with like one of those BMW 600s, and for people who don't know what a BMW like 600 is, back in '58 they had a car called a BMW 600 that was basically the star car on Family Matters for Stephen Urkel. You remember Stephen Urkel's like little car that opened up in the front?
No.
No. I actually didn't watch that show.
Well,
and I'm surprised that people did.
He had a two-cylinder BMW that opened up in the front of the car. It was designed by a guy who made refrigerators for a living. Well, they had a car just like that, and it went for $87,000.
Wow.
Oh, why do I still have this gay porn link open? Fuck.
Is that where the beer went to?
That's terrible. Oh, this is gonna be a rough month. Like, it's rough. It's good that we're doing stuff, but it's just so compressed into like such a short period of time. It's gonna be crazy.
And I'm super lazy anyway, so like.
I was gonna say, like, yes, 2 minutes of video a week. I don't know how you do it all.
Oh my god.
Hey, what?
That's I don't know how you manage it.
Yeah, but you don't see all the time that goes into like chaining belts of ammunition together and figuring out how you make stuff work, like mixing explosives together and like driving cross country.
I seen your last video, and I know it would be real hard to have somebody whip that Coke bottle holder up. Drum mags for a machine gun.
Yeah, they have to figure out how to tie a string to a 2-liter bottle. I mean, there's some real R&D going on,
Did
right?
you see the mess that was left over after that? And what I want to see you do this, Woody. Tie a watermelon by a string. Yeah, you make that shit happen. That took some bad time, friend.
I tell you how you do that. The way you do that is you take a stick, and you tie the stick to the end of it, and you put the stick in the watermelon.
No.
Yeah, put something through the watermelon. Yeah, they can
You
support
can't-
itself.
If you do that, then you like break the seal on the watermelon and it doesn't explode correctly. Yeah, I'm professional.
All
Not
right,
my
guys,
first time I've shot a watermelon.
Guys, I gotta hop off here. So good talking to y'all. I'm gonna see you guys on this weekend, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Saturday.
I look forward to it.
This is gonna be ridiculous. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. By the way, just throwing it out there.
Oh, dude, the pressure's on me. If I don't beat you and you're not really known as a Call of Duty guy, then what?
That's true. I gotta warn you. I have a little gamer thumbstick nubbin thing that I play with that everybody makes fun of me for. So you look
I'm
out.
warning
Like
you.
a control freak?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all play.
Oh
with
yeah, we all play with
I
those.
don't.
Oh my gosh! Wait,
Only
you guys all do? Oh,
Only
man.
sisters
yeah.
play with that crap.
Oh my god.
That's what I get.
Me, Woody, and like 80% of the people who make those videos play with them.
You know what?
Yeah.
I just warned
I
y'all.
feel so vindicated right now.
most of YouTube uses those things.
Thank God. Everyone makes fun of me for them.
I just want to let you know you're all in punching distance in LA.
Oh, you be careful.
Oh,
All right,
that's it.
guys.
Yeah,
All right,
we
guys. I'm
appreciate
gonna
you.
hop off. But yeah, no, that was fun.
Thanks for coming on, Freddie.
All right,
Good
man.
night.
See you guys later. See you guys this weekend.
Hey, Woody, on
Yep.
your itinerary, do you connect with Atlanta?
No, I connect with Charlotte.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'm flying solo.
Yeah, man. You call me if you have any questions. I won't give you a hard time like everyone
Well,
else
the only
seems
part
to.
I'm worried about is that 2-hour period between Myrtle Beach and Atlanta where I got to wait for my next flight to take off.
Oh, that's the fun part, man. Go over there
There's-
to that sandwich shop and get yourself a fucking barbecue sandwich. Those things are awesome. Like $12, and it's just a sandwich and potato chips, but it's good. Mm. It's next to Starbucks.
Yeah, you'll find it easy. What you do is you leave the plane, you walk to your next gate. Once you've identified where the gate is, then roam.
Just go back to
Spend
the
some
gate
time.
again.
Well, usually, like it, for me, I like to know where the next gate is, right? Because sometimes it can be like a 30, 40-minute walk. Like, it's a whole nother terminal. Things are crazy. So once I find it, then now it's like, all right, I can walk 5 minutes away. I know how to get back. It's no big deal. And I'll go to the newsstand, buy one of their overpriced snacks, or go and get some lunch or whatever. So that's what I do.
Yep.
Let's see how fast we can ban the guy who wants to make fun of me for being southern and obese.
Where is he?
I don't know. I lost him. Somebody got him. I think Chiz got him.
Okay.
Yeah, you just gotta. I would go to like find where your gate is and just be aware of that, and then not straight. Don't stray too far away from it. Just keep track of time.
Yeah. I bought an audiobook today so I can listen to it on the 4-hour section of the flight.
That's not a bad idea. I used to listen to Host Migration when I was on flights. Like it had Trump, Sean Anders, and Hutch on the podcast,
Yeah.
and I used to listen to those on my flights. But
I bought a Michael Crichton book on audio tape. Is one with the Pirates' Latitudes.
I should do that. I listen to podcasts still. I listen to This American Life and The Moth. If you don't know The Moth, that's an incredibly good podcast. It's short. It's like 12 minutes long, and it comes out once a week, and that is my dessert of podcasts.
Yeah. Let's see. My goal is to lay down, close my eyes, and listen to the book, and hopefully fall asleep.
That'd probably work. This will be your first flight, right?
Yep.
I would love to see you like film yourself, like as a reaction video. Like look out the window.
Can you do that? They probably wouldn't take too kind to that, would they?
No, I think it's okay. I hadn't even thought of that. Kyle, are you still here?
Yes, sir.
Do you think they'd fuss at you for filming on a plane? I mean, I
No,
remember
it's
Gold
fine.
Glove and Juice did it. Yeah. You should vlog that, man.
Yeah, that's.
You you know what? I had this idea. So, X-Jaws did a Let's Play of Portal, right? And as he did his Let's Play of Portal, he did this really great job of showing like what he was thinking every step of the way. He's like, all right, I got to get this ball in this receiver. Okay, I'm going to do this. All right, there's a door in the way. And he kind of like figured it out as he went along, and you could see what he was thinking. I'd love to see you do that at the airport. Like, all right, I got to check my luggage. What the hell do I do now? Like, all right, there's a line here. Maybe I'll go join these people in line. Film that. And, okay, now I need to go to gate G7. Where the hell is gate G7? Work your way through the I don't know. That might be a neat idea for a video, your first flight, figuring out the airport.
Yeah, it's the most complicated part, in my opinion, is figuring out is parking. That's not as simple as you would think it would be, and then going to and just getting checked in, like the very first, the initial part where you get your boarding passes and everything. But like I've done it 6, 7. I guess I've done it like 10 times now almost, and I got it down. I have yet to do it by myself though, so.
Yeah, I didn't think that people didn't know how to fly, right? Like, cause I flew growing up and stuff. Like, I don't know how many times I've flown, but let's say 250 or something like that. And like now in the YouTube, I started meeting people who hadn't flown before, and it was like, oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, not knowing how to do an airport and stuff. But clearly, it is. Like, you guys are not alone. There's lots of people who.
Yeah,
are flying
well, I'm
for the
not too
first
worried
time.
about the Myrtle Beach airport. That only has like 3 gates. But
That's nice.
I'm worried about
actually.
the Atlanta airport.
Yeah, Atlanta is literally the busiest airport in the world. It's do you know
Wait
what
a minute. Citation needed.
Okay.
The busiest airport in the world. World's busiest airport on Wikipedia. Atlanta.
Thank you, Woody, for confirming what I was already said. Anyway,
I did not expect that at all.
yeah, I wouldn't think you would with your puny Democratic brain. So yeah, you just want to. I mean, it's not that hard. Like seriously, there's so many like you'll see them. I think to get a job at Atlanta Airport, you have to be a overweight African American woman, and you also have to wear your pants 2 sizes too small. So those people stand out really easily. You'll see the people you need to ask for help. But literally, and I mean, I'm not being racist. Like, go there and like look around. Like, there aren't any. They're all African American and predominantly women, and with almost without fail, overweight and wearing very tight pants. Those are the employees of the Atlanta airport.
So the Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, that's the one?
Yep, that's it.
Yep. There are 3 measures to figure out which is the busiest airport in the world, and it owns 2 of the 3. So I think you just got to give it to it.
Just got it. It earned it. You don't have to give it to it.
Okay, I think it earned it. Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised that I thought it would be an airport in the middle of a major travel area. So I thought it could have been somewhere in Europe, like a stop, or something like Chicago. It seems like every time I fly across the country, there's a stop in like Chicago or Dallas, Fort Worth, or one of these hubs. And I didn't know that Atlanta was a hub like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, you win. You knew something. You still wear Band-Aids like a girl, but got me on the airport thing.
You gotta prevent infection, my friend.
It's a dangerous field injury.
It was a dangerous injury. Like those paper cuts. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
life threatening in the wrong situation.
Well, guys, I gotta get off the call. I'll talk to you guys
Okay.
later.
I guess we'll wrap. Thanks for coming to Painkiller Already, and have a nice day.
Good night. Bitches.
Got bitches on there.